Palindromes cannot be recognized by any finite state machine because this question is given in 2007 and 2012. Let's hope that it will get repeated again because it is a simple question. First of all, you should know what a palindrome is. So a palindrome is a word like this. If you write it from either from this way, or even if you reverse it, the word should be same. For example, madam, right? So any such string is palindrome, right? And in case even this is also a palindrome, right? This is odd length palindrome and this is even length palindrome. If you look at these palindromes, there is some characteristic in this. Once you go to the middle, and then if you keep seeing the string from both these sides, both of them should match. For example, this is the middle, right? Middle of the string. These two should match and these two should match, isn't it? And this is the middle, right? In odd length, middle is going to be a character. In even length palindrome, middle is not going to be any character, right? And oh, this is not a palindrome, sorry. So let's say ABBA, this is a palindrome, right? So ABBA, here this is the center, and now these two will match up and these two will match up. So if you look at the way a machine will accept a palindrome or recognize a palindrome, first of all, it should be able to go to the middle, right? And after going to the middle, it is supposed to match from like this. Then only a machine can identify whether it is a palindrome or not. Now, palindromes cannot be accepted by finite state machine, but then palindromes of finite length or palindromes of, let us say, not greater than some length can be accepted. For example, if you frame the question as will the finite state machine accept palindromes which are no longer than 10 characters, then that palindromes can be accepted. But then here they are talking about palindromes in general, which means all palindromes, right? Then the main problem in such a case is finite state machine cannot deal with arbitrary length strings, because finite state machines cannot accept or cannot store or recognize big length strings. So first thing is fine. If FSM cannot recognize, remember, arbitrary large amount of information. So here it is supposed to remember arbitrary large amount of information, because once it scans the first half of the string, it is supposed to remember this first half, and then when it is going to the second half of the string, it is supposed to compare, and it cannot remember the first half. Therefore A is one of the reasons, right? And second is, if a finite state machine cannot deterministically fix the midpoint, which means it cannot count and find out the midpoint. We are supposed to find out the midpoint and then compare both sides. Now we cannot even find out the midpoint. That is second reason. And the third reason is, even if midpoint is known, even if you are able to find out the midpoint, there has to be this comparison, right? And this comparison cannot be done by a finite automata. It needs push down automata. See, for this particular question, I even recommend you go and watch the GATE videos, GATE lectures by Ravindra Babu Ravalam. There in TOC topic, I discuss this topic in detail. So here, let's keep it simple. I don't want you to waste a lot of time. I know that you are going to have only 2 days. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow must be your exam, and you must be watching it today. So to keep it simple, answer is D. Okay, all the above reasons. And if you want to know the reasons in detail, in depth, please watch GATE videos. Okay, and in your question bank, the one from which I have taken these questions, they are given C as the answer, but actually D is the answer. Okay, reason is all the above. Fine.